Now, I remember in the previous video I showed you where Catherine and Lynette did some work where there was flexibility, where they were moving their muscles from one movement to another, where we were stretching and expanding and contracting, which the body's made for, plus rotation. That's all it can do. Contract, expand, and rotate. But it was done in a fluid movement where synchronization of muscles had to work together rather rapidly to get the full action. Now we're going to show you rigidity. In other words, the body now has to go into a rigid state to control a movement, like a person throwing a javelin, for example. The moment they throw, they stop, they brace. One part of their body absolutely controls the framework, and then they throw. If they didn't, there'd be no deceleration, they'd smash every bone in their body. In every action that you take, one part, the mobilizer, moves, the stabilizer solidifies and holds you. If it doesn't do that, you'll see what happens. Now, I've got three young men here. They're my grandsons, actually. And you can see how the difference, the looks on their face, but everyone is handsome in their own way, which they've taken that from me and not from their parents. So when you see them do it, you'll see different movements, and I'll explain to you what we're looking for after they finish it. All right? So perhaps we can get Guy down there. So what you're going to do here, it's one you've seen before, but perhaps never. Now this is going to be the rigidity of the lower body sustaining the movement. In other words, same as a javelin, a putt throw, anything else. He's going to have to, the hips are the part you have to sustain. Once you make that rigid, then the top frame can move without causing distortion. Now, the other examples which I did, I've got to explain this. In the other examples, I told you this is the powerhouse of your thing. If you're playing tennis, you're throwing a ball, no matter what you're doing, the hips move first, then comes the rest. You don't use shoulder action. If you're punching, you don't punch just with the arms. It's all with the body. So, in this case, we're going to use the upper frame to be moving, so the bottom part, the hips now stabilize. Right, you ready? Come into the push-up position. Take the weight in your hand now, spread your legs. Right. Now, what we're looking for here is rigidity in the hips. So the hips should not move at all as he gently pulls that weight up to his shoulder. Now, see, now, I can't see that from there. So, do it again. Right, now that's really good actually, because he's done it before with me, you see. So he's rather good. Now I'm going to show you an example which is so bad, it'll make you weep in a minute, with the next one coming on. So, now his hips remain stable. Now I'm going to use Emmett. So I'm going to use Emmett then. So, now Emmett is younger, and he's growth spurt, so I don't expect a great deal of attention from him. So come down again, Emmett, into a position. Right. Right. So now what we're going to do is just like keep that. And now, right. So I want the hips to remain reasonably stable. So you're ready? Very slowly pull that up past your waist. Now, if you look at his left leg, see the knee is bent. See? So in other words, and I'll explain that to you in a moment. So there's no, the stabilization is, do it again. See the knees bent? Now I'll explain in a moment to you. Right, thank you. Now the next one. So if I do it one by one, you'll see the different body shapes, which are gruesomely awesome. Right, now nice and easy, take it slowly up. Good. Now see, he's holding it reasonably firm because he did it. He's been doing it for some time. But do it again. Right. Now bring your legs a little bit closer together. Now that's it. Do it again. Now comes the shift. Now bring your legs a tiny bit closer. Now do it again. Now this is important. This is not a comedy act, but it's important you realize something. Right, so I'll explain it to you. Now, we're going to take the one whose knees were bent to actually demonstrate what I'm talking about. Unless you get your muscles synchronized and tightened, unless you get them working as a unit, you're wasting your time. You can go to the gym, you can develop muscles, it doesn't make any difference at all. It's a hopeless situation. You have to synchronize your muscle system where they work as one unit. They can recruit at a very rapid speed. So, now I'm going to use Emmett again. Emmett, go down there for a second. This is going to be a reasonably long one because we have an audience. But it's also very important, it's extremely important that you understand what I'm talking about. Now, right, Emmett, put your legs a bit closer together. Now, you will notice that when Emmett does it now just do it very slowly. Right, now see there the left leg coming off the ground and okay, because he hasn't tightened his knee. Now spread your legs a bit. Now remember, when you spread your legs, you've shortened your back muscles, you've tightened the adductor muscles, his knees are straight. Now the difference is enormous because now your structure, which is attached to the hips, is tight in that area. Now do it slowly and easily. Look at the difference that's made to him. Enormous difference. So, thank you, sir. Thank you, Emmett. So what I'm trying to teach you is this. Unless you understand, a person can go to the gym and knock 20 of those up, no problem, no, and his hips are all over. It means absolutely nothing. You can go and do pull down, bench presses, you can do bend throwing, and it'll develop individual muscles. You might come out with an individual in toned body, but you've got nothing which is tied up. It's not working at all in any sense of the word. So what I want you to do is to understand the videos I'm teaching you, because not teaching is moves. Anybody can do moves. You can pick it up from the internet, you can pick it up from books. Oh look, I do this move. No, it's the ability of synchronizing all your muscles, the recruitment pattern of the muscle, the stabilizer and mobilizer, all working together. The ability to contract and expand without any, seamlessly, absolutely seamlessly. When you get that, I'll be very happy. Thank you, Lance here.